ladies and gentlemen, Thomas here at Six Flags Magic Mountain, taking you behind the scenes on a hard hat construction update for West Coast Racing.
Obviously going into a very active construction zone, so just watch your steps as we're going through and look up what's happening above you, so you're getting out of the way. We're going to take you to in front of the station. We'll stop there and talk about what the station looks like and the exit store, and then we'll continue on through some really cool elements of the ride that you'll get to see today. So, am I excited? Yeah. Let's go inside.
Walking through the Midway, and this will be right at you. One of the things that we really like about this ride is very visual ride.
As you're coming in, you're now walking into the underground. For those of you just joining, couldn't hear what Tim had to say. Above you will be the portal entry sign as you enter the area. So you're kind of going through a little tunnel here that's created by the ride, which is a pretty neat experience. So the ride is, right around you the whole time as you're in the area. So it's pretty spectacular. Let's keep going.
How many of you were here for Coaster Con? Any of you? One. That's it. Two. Look familiar. Anybody else? Oh, you guys missed a great time. It was really a lot of fun. Park put on a great show. So you all know, I'm going to bring up, you've probably already heard some of this, but I'll bring up some fun facts for you here in a few minutes. But where Neil is standing right now is where the retail store will live. Right over there. And he'll show you some photos in a little bit. Right here, you can see where we have the 2x4s and stakes. This will be the station area. We'll go across, obviously, over to the other side where you guys can see the stakes going out on that side. Get ready to form up the foundation and all. This is some photos so you guys can get some looks at what it's going to look like. Here's a look at the exit store.
It will enter from two sides. So as you're coming to the area, there'll be a door open, the exit door. You'll see as you come to the area, and of course you'll exit from the store after that.
So over here, as you guys, like we were talking, the station area, transfer track right there. As that's obviously when we go to pull the track back off, the train's off and on. So if you can envision, you'll load up in the station. What you'll do is you'll come out, see the white track, and then the yellow track will come over. Those right now indicate where the train will roll out to before we launch you around the circuit. And what's really cool is your first ride will go out on the right track, you'll come back in on the yellow track, and you'll take a second ride around on the yellow track. Both tracks are a little different, so the ride's going to be different. It's not the same ride, so it's really cool. Awesome. Yeah, really nice. Let me, some of you and most of you that are first time here for the ride, I like to bring up some fun facts. To me, being the construction and maintenance guy, kind of like wow moments to me on this project. Columns and footings, which are where the track columns sit on, the caissons and the footings. There's 273 of them on this ride. That is a lot of footings, a lot of cement in this thing, if you guys will find a minute. There's 1.159 million pounds of rebar steel in this project on those caissons and footings. There's over 8,000 yards of concrete went into the ground for this ride. And some of the footings on these are anywhere around 35 to 40 inches, which is phenomenal for a ride. Generally don't go that deep on it. So I always find those to see fun facts and interesting things about the project. So I kind of touched on a little bit about the circuit. There's 4,000 feet of track out here, so we go around obviously twice. So, and I will tell you, and I know this is asked quite often, is it predetermined who's going to win the race? No, it's not. It's not at all. And that's what's really going to be cool about this ride. We don't know, and it's not going to be the same train, the same person, and the same ride every time. It's kind of cool.
Opening month of the season projected.
There is no way, you guys. How many of you are going to ask the same question first? Come on.
When is it open?
Actually, as you guys can tell, there's a lot of work still to take place, but it'll be open this year.
So you said you didn't know who's going to win the race, so what factors determine which train does win?
Well, you know what? That's great because a lot of it's based on weight of the train. I mean, if you get one train that's a little heavier or lighter than the other, then we'll find out who wins.
All right.
Yeah. So that's really cool, and that's what really makes this ride cool.
How long were you developing this project before you started building it?
We started that in probably early part of 2017.
2017?
We've been talking about it for a long time, though.
Yeah.
I was here as the director of operations. In 2014, we were talking about this project. So,
2014.
Really got the ball rolling with the contract.
Cool.
And I will say a lot of what, I know everybody's anxious to get this ride open, including everyone at the park, but, when you build a prototype like this, I mean, it takes time. There's a lot of engineering, a lot of testing that goes on before you put one, piece of track up and really start the process. So,
to that point, what have been the biggest challenges with the construction so far?
I would say probably footies. The dirt out here, it varies. You drill down here and the dirt over here, you only have to go 20 feet. The dirt over here, you have to go 40 or 45. So it's just very, I would say that's probably been the biggest challenge. Really. I know that sounds funny, but it's true. Definitely makes a big difference in the project.
Coordinating the shipping is also a lot. So all the track you see comes from Italy. The columns come some from Lancaster, actually, and some from China. So coordinating trucks that pick all that up, to bring it to barges, to bring it to boats, to bring it to trucks, to get here, it's a lot.
And right behind you, if you look at this area right here, you'll see where the track crosses over. It's right about where the gentlemen are in working on the abandonment today. The columns, all the black pieces right there, those particular columns were all built in Lancaster, which is right up the road. The track is in Italy, and then the other on the left-hand side, the columns are built in China. So it's kind of like three countries coming together on this project. This to me is really cool. It's kind of like an aha moment.
The section that's over the go-karts right there is one of the most complex ever built on a roller coaster. It's so complex, they actually put it together in the shop in China to make sure everything fit together very well. And took it apart, put it on the truck, and sent it this way. That normally does not happen.
No, it doesn't. Yeah.
All the tracks.
Situation during construction. No, not at all. It's pretty. Any of you who live in the area or don't live in the area, it was really minor compared to earthquakes. I know us in California, it's like, oh, that's nothing. Don't even get you off the couch. But, in this area, that's kind of how it was.
I've seen a couple of YouTube spots that say that earthquakes cause 4 or 5 days of delay here. Not at all.
It slows down on us.
So, this is one of the oldest areas of the park, so I assume there's a lot of electrical and plumbing to where it had to be upgraded as well for this.
There was a lot of traffic underneath this dirt. We had to around to accommodate all of the
Some of us remember when there used to be like a train back here.
Absolutely.
During my age group.
We actually right back in this corner over here. So it was very interesting, yeah. You're right. It's definitely it's gone through a lot of name changes and transitions.
The Jet Street's actually closed right now because we're upgrading power in the section. It'll open again.
Can you mention again this thing about how the tracks would spread out throughout this huge area of land and how that will incorporate the theming or impressions you guys as they walk through and see the coasters all around you?
It's going to be full of life and full of activity. So you can come in, the ride runs 3 trains, so there'll be constantly trains going throughout the track. And as you can see, in the entire area, the coaster wraps all the way around. So there's action going on all around you. We're going to take you over here into a pretty cool piece of the ride. You'll actually fly behind these buildings, dip down into our wash. That will actually look like the LA River that you're going through as you go. And then you'll dive back up into what we call Spaghetti Bowl Junction over here. Because it is an amazing thing to see. Let's take you over there and take a look. We'll build up the size so it looks like you really dive down here.
Yeah, this will have fencing options. It's going to be really good. Still be exposed.
Specifically designed that way to span over the go-kart track. So the go-kart track will run underneath that infrastructure.
So it's a little hard to see, but after the launch, this is actually going to be where they're calling the corkscrew. This is going to be very much spin. And you can already see where the white track is going to be right here. So the yellow and white track are not going to be the same speed, not going to be the same course, and it's never determined which side wins. It's based off of weight. So I don't know how much you were all able to hear, but Tim, who's the project lead of this ride, just said the gentlemen who are working here are the same gentlemen who've been working on every steel roller coaster here at Six Flags Magic Mountain. That's really awesome. So I don't know if you were able to hear earlier, but these are the areas of the track where they actually launch up and over into the area where the two tracks are going to be encircling each other. So this is really the starting of the ride where they launch over. So either you'll start on so everybody starts on the yellow track first, and on the second way they do the white track. They're completely different experiences. Probably can't hear me because of how loud it is right now, but this whole section is supposed to be the LA River. You can get a little bit closer. This section right here. So you see the tracks, both the yellow and the white tracks, go above the LA River. Big ladder.
So every new area needs new food and retail, so that's what we're getting right here. Behind you, that building will become the chicken coop, which will serve, obviously, chicken in the restaurant. It'll be on the dining plan. This, as you know, has been our candy store for a long time. It's an extremely popular candy store. It's getting a complete new look to it. It will continue to be a candy store where we will make candy right now. We're actually making candy still now. We've built another kitchen, another place in the park to continue making the candy that we make. But we'll move back here completely refurbished. If you stick your head in the door, you'll see we've taken all the way down to the studs in this building, and we'll build it back up. So we're excited about that coming. Next door will be a taco stand. It's kind of an LA theme. So you got to have street tacos. So we'll have street tacos in the area, which we've been trying all kinds of different taco combinations. So one of my favorite things to do is try all the new food. Restrooms are really important. It's a necessary thing, and if you've looked, we've been upgrading restrooms slowly as we do an area. For example, right next to the Scrambler, beautiful restroom. The restroom that used to be here is no longer. It's completely gutted it. It's just dirt. So we're building a new, bigger restroom that'll go in this area. So as we continue to upgrade restrooms throughout the park, this will be a great new restroom that we'll have. And then just up the way where it says the boneless wing sign, that becomes a snack stand and a refill stand. So you'll be able to refill your sports bottles pretty easily there as you come into the area, coming down from the back of the park. Freestyle in there, or? There won't be freestyle in there. There'll be a large machine situation. So we are looking at some freestyle options elsewhere in the park for the future, because I know that's popular. Obviously, the Fright Fest maze continues to be back in the back part. It will be open this year during Fright Fest. And Apocalypse, as you know, has been retracked, and I cannot wait to ride that ride. So I actually haven't been on it since I've been back here. So I'm pretty excited about jumping on Apocalypse pretty soon. And that's kind of what's happening in the whole area. There's a big space that we've left open here that allows us to do events and special car shows and things that we'll do throughout the area that fit into the ride. So it's a nice event area that we've left open. Cool.
thing about this ride, it has 4 separate launches. So you get launched 4 times on this ride. You get launched obviously once, you hit the boost area, you get launched again, you come back in, you go out a second time, you get launched, you hit the boost area, you get launched again. 4 launches. Really, I think that's pretty cool.
So you get launched in the spaghetti bowl? Was that your last launch?
What's that?
Right behind this building. Your launch coming out of the river
Yep.
into spaghetti.
Could either of you talk about working with West Coast Customs and their part of this coaster attraction?
Sure, we were just down there yesterday, or Wednesday.
Yeah, that's right. Today's Friday. Sorry.
So West Coast Customs in Burbank is building the bodies for the cars. So they're actually in the shop today working on that as we speak. So we'll have really cool looking cars. They're also doing a lot of design in the queue line. So as you go through the queue line, there'll be actually a prop car that's built specifically for us. It's kind of themed towards the cars that you're riding when you get on the ride. But a lot of theming elements that they'll help us do inside the vehicle. And they're also doing the production that you'll see in the queue line. So if you go through the queue line, you'll look through garage doors. It'll look just like you're in the West Coast Customs shop. So you'll see them working as you go through the line. And then at pit stop, Ryan will come on from West Coast Customs and talk about what we're doing to your train to make it faster on cycle 2.
The trains for the coaster, are they similar to any of the trains that are in the park currently?
They are the full throttle, yes, except for they're a signal magnet tunnel and not a dual magnet.
So there's going to be a lot of space for like cars and stuff. I'm guessing West Coast Customs is going to bring some cars in once in a while and show it off.
It's an interesting guess.
What's the height on it?
The tallest point is, well, I think it's 52 inches, but I do know the park, we have a standard, and I think we're going to keep that standard in the park, which I believe is 54 inches for this ride.
So I would imagine that some of you have membership passes, right? So you will now have access to a brand new membership lounge that will be in that building. So if you need to, recharge your cell phone or whatever, you'll be able to have an access to go in there and get in some air conditioning for a little while and have a lounge. We can help you out with anything you need help with that will open with the area.
And so when you come up and you do that crossover here, then you're going to come right back and you kind of see with the flanges again, if you kind of follow. We have a couple of columns still that we need to put up in this area and then set the track. But as you can see, as it makes that crossover, it's going to come back. If you can kind of follow the flanges, you can see how fast and how low it dives right back into the wash right here. And then immediately, if you can see off to the left-hand side, the other two, it'll go right back up and then back down into the wash again. I think that's really cool.
Would say has never heard of West Coast Racers, but could you give an overview of description of the coaster?
Of the coaster or of West Coast?
Of West Coast Racers. So let's say someone says, "What is in construction here?" How would you describe
So
it?
it's a quadruple launch racing coaster. Yep. First of its kind. It's a spectacular ride. So as you go throughout the rides, unlike Twisted Colossus, where sometimes you race, sometimes you don't, this is by design every single time you will race.
Yes.
Every single time.
I will take this time to say how Apocalypse has been completely rebuilt, and it's not going to be themed any other way than as Apocalypse. It's not going to be West Coast something, it's not going to be LA themed, it's just going to stay Apocalypse. West Coast Racers, as you see, is going to actually be over it, but the ride's going to stay the same.
You'll enter actually right here. Gives us a couple options. We can do queuing through here, shaded queuing, or you'll jump right into the building. When you go in the building, there's queuing that happens on the first floor. You'll go around the prop car. There's garage doors in the building that you'll look through and you'll see through video magic the West Coast Custom shop. And if you ever do the shop tour, as you go through, there's a bridge that you actually tour on to look down to the shop. In the bridge, there's a spiral staircase. So as you go up to the second floor, you'll go up the spiral staircase to the bridge, so it looks just like the West Coast Custom shop, and you'll board on the second level. So what we're doing is we're doing lockers. They're $25 a locker. No, we're actually it's kind of a neat design that we're working on. So as you're getting ready to board, you'll put stuff in a locker. You'll actually exit the platform, and the reverse side of that storage mat is where you'll pull your stuff out. So it gets people away from the train, so that you get the next people in very quickly.
That's awesome. Okay.
So we're playing with design a little bit there.
The locker's going to move then, or something?
No, it's just kind of a two-sided storage bin that you'll be able to get through both sides.
So do they have doors on those that open and close then, or is it just...
We're working on the design right now. So there's a couple options we're playing with. There's actually a circular type of storage bin we've been looking at, but a couple of neat options there we're going to try.
I'm not sure if this was already mentioned, but is this going to be completely paved as it is in the concept art? Are we looking at like having like actual like street pavement?
Yeah, so like now you'll see the lines painted and all that.
Yeah. Okay.
Where are the entry points? What are the certain entry points from the park that allow you to come into this area?
So we walk through the first one,
okay,
which is down here. So it's right here, right. So as you go underneath that track, you'll see the portal entry, and then as you're coming down right by the candy store with the snack stand, there'll be another portal entry.
Which is the one that goes
so
up
you're
the
coming
hill.
down from Rapids.
Okay.
Okay. Same. It's really the same entry points that always looked in the area for the most part.
And this is, you're going on Apocalypse, you'll enter through this area as well?
Absolutely.
Neil, is the trains on this ride going to have any on-ride like audio to help go with the effects once you go?
There's no on-ride audio. There is audio that takes place right here in the pre-launch. So as you're in the station loading, the other car's in what we call the pit stop. When everybody's ready to go, you'll advance forward into this area, and there's audio that will get you started. Here's an interesting fact for you on the pit stop. So as you come in, there's Ryan will come to life in the pit stop. There's actually 3 different videos that you could see in the pit stop. There's one you'll see all the time. If for some reason the train in here is delayed, it'll continue. You'll just have really no idea that it's continuing. We'll continue to entertain you while we're waiting for a delay. If it's delayed even further, there's a 3rd level. If you're delayed past that, forget it, you're on your own.
Just curious, like throughout the year, like the different seasons and stuff, because you know how like a lot of attractions, like let's give an example, Hang Time at Knott's Berry Farm, when the holidays come, they have this lighting package stuff. Have you guys been discussing like during like Halloween, during the Christmas time, during like 4th of July, or some special events that are LA, are there going to be like special events or themes going to be happening in this area?
Yes, so since we tore the whole area up, we've been running all kinds of extra conduits and extra lines for things we're going to do down the road. Sound, for example, is a big piece of this. So there's normal sound that you hear on a regular basis, and then we've also installed the lines, or will be installing the lines for what we call show sound. So when you go into DC Universe, for example, during Fright Fest, that area really pops. Same thing during Holiday Inn Park. We'll be able to do that kind of sound in this area too for things we have planned for the future of this area. So it's a fun, active area of the park that constantly changes.
Is it true that the same people who did Twisted Colossus soundtrack doing the same one are doing one for this area?
No, it's a joint effort between West Coast Customs and us. Okay. So we have sound designers.
There will be a soundtrack for the area.
There will be a soundtrack for the area. Well, thank you all very much for coming. If you see us in the park, feel free to stop and say hello and ask us how it's going. We'll be happy to talk to you anytime.
Great. Thank you so much.
There you have it. That's our ultimate hard hat construction update for West Coast Racers here at Six Flags Magic Mountain. Are you excited for this ride as much as I am? Because I am so excited to see this. I think it's going to be, as it is the first of its kind, being a quadruple boost roller coaster. I think it's going to be amazing. Can't wait for it to open. It is going to be open by the end of this year. So if you like this video, make sure to hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe to TLEV Media and hit the notification bell to be notified whenever we post new videos. Of course, my name is Thomas. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video.